Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, easy pickings there. The pass has gone astray. That's really well cleared. Now it's Haaland. And they're quick to get it back. Owen takes control of it and he's on the move.
Nigeria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
In by Gullit.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Romario. And here's Gullit. Delivers with big header! And it's come back out to him. He has done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
That has certainly made things interesting. He gets big! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that was very necessary. And it's Nagatomo. Koeman. Oh, good ball, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's heaved it away. And here's Haaland. Picked out brilliantly. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Scholes. Now it's Owen.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well timed, excellent interception. That is ended up in no man's land. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Nigeria clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Nedved. Knocks it into space. Can he get on the end of this? Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's found a way through. And here's Haaland. That's cause for mild irritation. And here's Romario. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Gullit. Oh, good read. Yaya Toure. Gullit. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure. Guardiola is the team's great visionary. That's really well manoeuvred. Gullit. Good chance here! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
It's a throw-in. Messi.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And here's Romario. And this is Nedved. Haaland. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Nigeria really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're just settling back into... There's the shot! Cleared without complication. Koeman. Searching pass he's played there. Guardiola looking to run onto it. And they've got rid. And that's been won straight back. Oh, he's burst through! Now, what about a counter-attack? Nagatomo gets across to intercept that. Hullet.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Hullet. That's been slipped through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Cannavaro cuts it out. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. He's in a great position here. Nedved. Guardiola. Haaland! Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Well, that had the makings of something. Big chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Backward it goes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, the ball's gone astray. Scholes. This looks promising. Scholes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Guardiola. And here's Nedved. Is there any support? He might not need it. It's a good run down the right. Quality ball. Rafa Silva always looking for that half a chance. He has found the way through. Oh, look at the space here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. So, what can they make of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. Nicely worked. Casillas claims comfortably. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Nigeria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And here's Hullet. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Koeman looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And it's Nedved. Pass somewhat off target. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Cross needs to be good.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nedved running with the ball. That is a great pick out. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Guardiola, engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Haaland.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that's that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, I look at this side and think to myself, who's going to make the difference? Well, there's only...
Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Stoichkov really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard getting this one clear. Nigeria have the chance to go the other way. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Romario. Played back in. Nedved. He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Nigeria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Stoichkov. Hullet. And here's Romario. Chooses to go back. And he's cut it out. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has a look and plays it forward. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That's been drilled forward. Nedved. Danielson. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Rivaldo. Oh, and the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid have their second corner now. Rijkaard attempts a clearance. Shot could be on. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get... Tries a shot! He scored! And Nigeria are ahead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Nigeria have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Casillas claims comfortably. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Hullet. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Guardiola. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Koeman calmly anticipates. And here's Romario. Conte. Mateus. That's been cut out, well played. Lovely, now then. And he's gone backward here. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Villa. Can he get it through? Oh, well measured. Good read, needed to be. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's a cute ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And here's Romario. That's very neat. Cross goes in there. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Nagatomo is always looking to play quality balls. And it's Nagatomo. Picked out brilliantly. That's an excellent interception. Koeman puts his foot on the gas. Might be danger here. Ball played for Conte. Oh, easy pickings there. Romario. Oh, that was vital. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Nigeria leading 1-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Nigeria carrying a one-goal lead. He rises! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say...
Romario! Romario! Wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are pulling clear here. How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that has not gone well. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Madrid have their third corner. Deftly away. Mateus. Big chance! They've done it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? David Villa. Rivaldo. Oh, what a climb!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nedved could move up a gear here. Guardiola. Here's Haaland. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So the
4.
manager can make a change
El
for the
dorsal
first time in the
20.
game here.
El dorsal 5. El dorsal 18.
Guardiola.
El dorsal 2.
Nedved.
Serán sustituidos
And it's
por
Beckham.
el dorsal 11.
Here's Haaland.
Neymar.
Busquets
El dorsal 10.
spots it and
El dorsal
intercepts.
8. Beckham. El dorsal 3.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
El dorsal 6.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
No luck with that dink over the top. Well, a glitch with the rain. And Stoichkov! Nedved. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Romario. It's played through for him. A lot of chance, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Aimed beyond the defence. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. A temporary retreat here. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now there's a fine ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Nedved. He is through here. Hoisted. It's a mighty effort. It's in. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It's become a case of men against boys.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Was just lacking in accuracy. But he's well positioned here. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Villa. Oh, super ball. Decent chance! Goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
They're still trying to make a game of this. And this is Hullet. He's free, he has got space. Busquets, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. They want to be quick to recover this. That's a lovely, neat pass. Tries to pass it through. 5 minutes to add. Neymar. And he's there to retrieve it. He's having a go! Oh, off the bar! Now it's Villa. Haaland. Now it's Romario. Oh, that's fabulous. And he cuts out the supply. And now they can clear their lines. That's that, the end. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key character... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. The action has already started.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Looking for options for movement. Nicely weighted ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. That has not gone well. Cannavaro becomes the latest member of the 300 club. Another feather in his cap in what has become a fine career.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering I still remember covering his first game, with you in fact. He really has come an awful long way, hasn't he?
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a sharp pass. Koeman. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Nedved! Nedved! A diamond of a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Messi. Nagatomo calmly anticipates. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Hullet. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Nedved. Works it forward. And that has put paid to that. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Tries to pass it through. Haaland. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And here's Haaland. Now that's a fine challenge.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, this is Romario. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Eto'o. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Haaland. That is ended up in no man's land. Nesta cuts it out. Ronaldinho. Hullet. And he's managed to get free. They're urging him to shoot. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Half an hour played now. Seedorf gets over and intercepts. He's a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. That looks a good cross.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Nesta makes the interception. Hullet. Eto, always looking for that half a chance. Well, nicely intercepted. Nigeria are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Now, can they get him away? And this is Eto. Not the most convincing of passes. Nedved does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's picked out the run. He's found the way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries to get it clear. Haaland. It's Hullet. Nigeria looking to pass their way through. Stood up well to him there. Can he get it through? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Nigeria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And this is Eto. Hullet. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Nigeria have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Nigeria carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Messi, Seedorf. Oh, that's a fine interception. Lovely pass, but can... Chance, surely! And this is Eto. And another try! It's bounced back off the post. That's a lovely, neat pass. Koeman. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And it's Nagatomo. He's picked his way through. Played in deep. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Haaland. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, good-looking ball. Hullet. Passing nice and neat. And here's Haaland. Romario is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Nagatomo has it out wide and in space.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Now it's Hullet. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Eto. That is good alertness. Looking for the run. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. You have to expect that from everyone now.
Vieira. Now it's Eto. Now it's Hullet. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Romario. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Can he get on the end of it? Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Eto'o chasing after it. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Ronaldinho.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nedved. Leicester promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Haaland. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Gullit. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Leicester does really well to win the ball there. Barcelona finding their passes. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Nigeria, moments now away from seeing this one out. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And that's that. Nigeria have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Nedved picking up the man of... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable.
Against Ajax.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all, he only needs...
It's Bale! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale is offering a wry smile there.
Ajax looking to pass their way through. Inzaghi! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Haaland. Now it's Romario. Ronaldinho. Filippo Inzaghi. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good take and a good... Guardiola! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's got away. Drives it in. Oh, smashing header! He scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager...
And Romario! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
that was really positive from him. He was far too good.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nedved has it out wide and in space. Koeman. Now there's a fine ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Araujo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory, brilliantly cut out. And it's Del Piero.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nigeria finding their passes. Played back. Haaland. Nedved. Great chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Flashes it, a big header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Now it's Haaland. And it's Hullet. Shot a goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Ajax have the chance to go the other way. Oh, look at the space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's and the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Gently done. Del Piero. And here's Romario. Now it's Romario. Shot could... And the finish! In for the pieces! It's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Nigeria go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And he's picked it up out wide. Tries to... There's the header! And it's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time! Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Nigeria go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Nicely weighted ball. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Nigeria are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. And the action is back underway. Here's a sharp little ball here. That's been drilled forward. Ronaldinho. Well, that looks a decent ball. Koeman. He has found a way through. Ajax can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Bullish header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes the substitution.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Guardiola with the clearance. Nigeria are looking to go forward now. Oh, super ball. In by... Gets his head on it! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contact. Takes a shot! Sticks it away! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the man...
And Hullet! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ajax have their second corner now. Rijkaard attempts a clearance. And he shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Tchouaméni clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to win.
Can he finish? Goal! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So now the difference is 3. Guardiola gets across to intercept that. Played back in. Ronaldinho. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Messi. And this is Romario. That's really well manoeuvred.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Tries to play it through. Back into the middle. Oh, perfectly measured. Goes for a shot! And that is a truly outstanding save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Gullit. Romario. An uncompromising challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And this is Romario. Romario gets flagged offside. Aimed beyond the defence, spread it left. Gullit. And he was alert to it. Messi. That's a sharp pass. Threads one in, and the shoots! He's got a goal! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Nigeria are having a ball here. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
Substitutions taking place.
And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Romario. Haaland. He is through here. The cross. Yaya Toure. Pelé. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Araujo cuts it out. Messi. He's in a great position here. Gullit. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Substitution in progress.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Yaya Toure going vertical. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Toure kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Nigeria have won it by sheer force of character. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Isak. Aimed beyond the defence. Pass somewhat off target. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cleared without hesitation. And it's lofted through here. Guardiola. Gullit. Guardiola. And this is from Mario. Isak. Rijkaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And here's Olise. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And it's Gullit. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Guardiola.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to get it clear. And here's Romario. This looks promising. Nagatomo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Haaland. Nigeria looking to pass their way through. And he's quick to get it clear again. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Koeman out towards the flank. He's in a grip. Haaland! Neither side yet able to find the net. Delivers with whip. Oh, shooting chance! There it is! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
A 1-0 lead established. Great chance! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Nigeria are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Some resolute defending there. And it's Nedved. Oh, played through for the wide man. Nedved! And he's well positioned here. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Nigeria have themselves a chance from the spot. So this to extend their lead. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! He has missed it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Looking to go deep. And he thumps it clear. And here's Hullet, brilliantly cut out. And he's heaved it away. That's a sharp pass. Isaac. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. No, it's come to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he cuts out the supply. Quality ball. And he's intervened well there. Messi. Now it's Hullet. And this is Romario. Oh, that's fabulous. Nicely shaped cross.
Has been indicated.
Elise. Now who's going to be first to this? Nagatomo to big header. He will be livid with himself. Romario. Hullet providing an outlet. And we hit half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Nigeria clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Nigeria go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. And we're already back up and running after half-time. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Romario.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Isaac. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Rashford has it out wide and in space. Mbappe! It's off target and by quite a way.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Koeman, the man that is tenacity personified. Nigeria do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Pull it. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Come backwards here. Casillas.
There they go, hunting again.
Works it forward. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Isaac.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Haaland, given the lift of his goal. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Koeman. And here's Romario.
Romario really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He won't be happy with that one. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Shot could be on. Can he finish? Goal! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. The pass has gone astray. And now they can clear their lines. Oh, well played, well played. Nigeria suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them.
Olise, Nagatomo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to... Bullish header! So close to drawing level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Rijkaard makes the interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Nigeria clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, just skips past his man. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Last chance, perhaps. Now it's Isak.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Very much into the last knockings. Rijkaard. Messi. Nagatomo spots it and intercepts. And now the breakaway. Now it's Romario. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. It's not an especially good pass, that. Cannavaro. And that's that. Nigeria can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks.
And a chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Ibrahimovic. Nedved calmly anticipates. Dembele. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar. Oh, this is a very good run. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up. Terrific! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
That could spell trouble. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now he's off and running. Not the most accurate pass. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's in a good position here. Takes a shot! And here's the chance to counter. And here's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Well timed, excellent interception. Iniesta. Looking for a runner. Xavi Alonso is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Hullet. And this is from Mario. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Messi.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's gone forward. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Can he spark a counter here? Baresi is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. And it's Neymar. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Steaming on goalwards. Takes the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Xavi Alonso actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Nigeria have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Nedved. Oh, cracking ball. And the finish! Superb goal! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Nigeria are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things. Oh, shooting chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Romario. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now it's Nedved. And the cross comes in. Xavi Alonso turns back here, probably the best option. It's a searching pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. Koeman. Nagatomo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Rijkaard. Haaland. Danger averted for now.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Played out wide, back into the middle. And here's Hullet. Koeman. And this is Romario. Well, now it's a race for the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Hullet.
That's going in strongly.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Up he goes! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Roberto Carlos. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Dembele charging forward, the ball at his feet. And no, that was never going to make it. Nigeria finding their passes. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have...
Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
El dorsal 19.
Nigeria go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
El dorsal 21. Luis Suárez. El
Xavi.
dorsal 20. Bale. El dorsal 14.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
El dorsal 18.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a cute ball. Maldini. Thuram. Nice looking ball. Floated through. Casillas claims comfortably. And that's put paid to a promising move. Nagatomo. That's a little off target. And it's Bale. Bale. Hullet. Oh, this looks sharp. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. 5 minutes left on the clock. That looks a good ball through. He might be in here. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Now it's Cruyff. Bale.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And here's Hullet. Roberto Carlos looks across and plays it in. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And he's worked it through. Now it's Hullet. And Hullet! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And there goes the final whistle. Nigeria pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello,
2 hours,
everybody,
it might not
welcome
feel
to
like that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thiago Alcantara. He's someone who can really control a game from midfield. He's got a sensational range of passing. He's got wonderful vision too. He's no doubt been tasked with creating opportunities for the front players, and he's certainly got all the skills needed to do just that.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run in for the pieces! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Thiago. He's a sharp little ball here. Guardiola. Nigeria leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. He's on it, can he get away? He rises! It's bounced back off the post. Thiago.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Romario. And it's Vieira. Buriram United ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Koeman. And here's Romario. And he cuts out the supply. Roberto Carlos. That's a good run down the left. Bergkamp. And here's Romario. Nedved is onto this. Zanetti. It's a mighty effort! And he hits the net. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Can he get on the end of this? And that is expertly dealt with. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Romario. Nigeria looking to pass their way through. Played into space.
Nigeria really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Now it's Romario, and it's Nedved. He's had it taken off him. No, that's been intercepted. Guardiola. Nedved. That's an imaginative pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That looks a cracking ball. Oh, and Hullet! Now, who's going to be first to this? Played out to the left flank. Nagatomo receives it in a wide position. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Thiago. Nedved. Hullet. Here's Nedved. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. And he's away. He's had a shot! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Zanetti. Zanetti making good progress on the right-hand side. The final seconds now. He's in a great position here. Now it's Haaland. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there is the half-time whistle. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Just a quick announcement.
And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Haaland. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Roberto Carlos plays it all the way forward. Koeman. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the shot! In he goes again! No mistake! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Messi! Oh, that's well spotted. Nedved does really well to win the ball there. Guardiola. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's onto this. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Looking for a runner. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nedved. Koeman. Nice looking ball. Oh, cracking. And a chance! He's got a goal! And the comeback is complete!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Zanetti just loves to go forward whenever he can. Guardiola. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Thiago. And that has left him in a heap. And this is Nedved. And that's going up front in a hurry. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Bergkamp. And he's worked it through. Rijkaard cuts out the pass.
Borough United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Played back in. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. And that should get the job done. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Vieira. Romario. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in, and this is Bergkamp. And this is Romario. Oh, that was vital. Nigeria have a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Makaleli. Cristiano Ronaldo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It's a searching pass. And this is Romario. That is great defending, so alert. Buriram United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And here's Cruyff. And he's picked it up out wide. Well seen, saw that coming. And it's Makaleli. Koeman did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
2 added minutes
Now it's
has been
Romario.
indicated.
Nagatomo. No luck with that dink over the top. Zico. And this is Cruyff. And we're done. Nigeria have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Pullet taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Official store where memorabilia from today's
Terrific
match
recovery.